Welcome to You Here Big Girls. I'm Momtaku.
And I'm Luna, and we're back with Choujin X. Better late than never.
Yes. Would you like to tell our listening audience why we're late?
Why are we late?
You spent 3 days crawling alleys looking for your cat.
True. Yeah, he was gone for 5 days, and I spent
5 days.
Yeah, and I spent like my nights like sitting outside at 1 a.m. trying to get him to come inside his carrier and come home, and he wouldn't, little brat. But he's back now. He's back. He's safe. He's sound. He's fed.
And you're rested.
I'm
after
rested.
A 5-day nightmare.
Oh my God. I had to take a couple of naps the past couple of days to recover. So that
I can't imagine. But we're here now.
Yeah.
So we're actually going to read the chapter out loud.
We're going to, yeah. So we had a comment last time asking us to do it more like Roger's base. And I completely forgot to look at how he does it since, he's no longer allowed to show the actual manga.
I think he reads it.
He might. Well, we'll try to be more detailed so that people can follow along. We'll make a conscious effort, at least.
A conscious effort. And I am terrible about erasing dead space when we're just looking at stuff because, 15 seconds of silence is not fun to listen to. So yeah, I'll stop doing that.
Well, works for Roger's base because you have some visual feedback, but I don't know if that works in a podcast like Dead Air. I don't know. Maybe you guys listening can give us some feedback on what you would prefer.
We'll be better about page numbers as well. So if anybody actually wants to follow along with us, they can do that. Okay, well, let's summary. Last chapter, chapter 6, was called First Apostasy. Yep. And we got a little bit of world building. And I think the most important piece of world building we got was that Choujins can sense each other, that they give off sort of like a distinct signal. And I know we were joking, it was like Attack on Titan with paths where they're all connected.
Tell me it's not. Tell me it's not.
Paths. We also found out that Ellie and Tokio have been Choujins for 10 days. And of course, Ellie, kind of a natural at it. She's doing Choujin stuff.
She's also gotten a little help, a little training. Well, yes. Tokio has been left on his own devices, so...
He's been sulking for 10 days.
Pretty much.
Yeah, and she's had her beefcake honey kind of directing her a little bit. Hoshi Sendak. You know his name. He's going to have like one of those voiceover actors. And the other piece of information is the white snake Choujin has a name, and she's Nari. So the chapter ended with Tokio finally attempting to use his power and go into full beastification mode.
Yep. So we're expecting him to turn into like a full-blown buzzard, or just his head, or like what do we expect?
Well, I'm going to ask you that when we get to what you hope is going to happen for this chapter. But
okay.
One thing I wanted to mention was that Nari looked super pleased by it when he starts, when he stands up and he's ready to like do it. She's very much smiling. And it reminded me of chapter 5 when she and the boss were discussing him. She asks her boss, and we're assuming he's like a black market Choujin serum dealer. I don't know. If he wants her to nab Tokio, and his reply is, that depends on his abilities. So this whole escapade with Nari is really about bringing out, even though she's poisoned him and done all these awful things to him, it's about testing him, seeing his ability, and then I guess deciding if she wants him. Anyway, but I think she's perfectly fine killing him too. I mean, if he is worthless, I don't think she's got anything in this. I mean, so what are your hopes for this chapter?
I hope we get a full-blown buzzard and not like a complete letdown, but I feel like we might be getting a complete letdown, but we'll see. And I really want to know what's up with, oh God, what's his face?
What is his name? Like, it begins with an A. Like we haven't seen him in 5 chapters or something.
I don't know. I want to say Akira, but that's not his name.
Atsuma?
Azuma. That was it, right?
You want to Google it real quick?
I think it's Azuma. Yeah, Azuma Higashi.
Okay, Azuma.
He's Tokio's best friend.
Yes.
Well, we'll see about that.
Was. All right, you ready to do it?
I am ready. Let's go.
Chapter 7.
Full Beast-IFICA-TION.
Oh, I like the way they did the title page, Choujin X. Like the way the title is in bubbles bouncing around the.
Doesn't he always do that?
I've never noticed it before.
Oh, okay. What's happening? That does not look good. He looks like he's breaking into.
I mean, it wasn't going to go well.
Well, no, knowing how things go for Tokio, but dang, I didn't expect that.
So Tokio is crumbling and he's reaching out for Azuma.
In a flashback, yeah.
Well, it looks like a series of flashbacks, like baby Azuma on a jungle gym, Azuma at school, and then Azuma in his apartment. So yeah, he's kind of like flashing back through all of his time with Azuma. Okay, I'm ready. Turn the page.
Yes.
Azuma, can I become? I want to become like you.
Like you. No, I thought we were past this.
We're never past this. They're in love.
Tokio, come on. So we see some very bad things, like his body is contorting.
I guess.
Trying to transform. It seems like a painful process, at least.
Yeah, he's definitely, something's happening. All right. Next page.
Okay, the wait's over. One nonstop trip to hell coming right up.
And I'm assuming it's Nari saying that.
I think so.
Because the black speech bubble seems to be her.
And she's trying to get at our boom boom girl.
Mm-hmm.
Eli.
Did you look to see how many pages this one's going to be?
47 or something, I thought.
Wow.
Like it's a full, monthly chapter.
Okay, next page.
And Tokio, he looks
fit.
Yeah.
So now we have the official Vulture Choujin's Tokio Kurohara. So there he is.
And yeah, it looks like his skull changed, but his body seems like it's grown taller and fitter, and I'm not sure if he has a cape or hair or what's going on behind his head, or if it's
not to mention the fact that
feathers.
Zeke Yeager, he's topless when he transforms.
Oh, shut up.
I'm backing up a little bit. So he was wearing clothing, and now he's shredded the clothing. Yeah. I bet that's his shirt. I bet he shredded his
that's
shirt.
the shirt, because it looks like his pants are split in the back. If you look at the top panel,
it does. I saw that.
Okay, and yeah, his shoes look fancy too now.
What is the 4M underneath it?
4 meters. That's what they have around bridges. When you go underneath. A tunnel? That's the maximum
so he's
height.
standing on a sign.
Looks like it.
Okay.
But I don't know why they would have that in the middle of the zoo. Doesn't seem like there would be a tunnel there for cars. Let's just go to the next page.
All right. We are now on 10 and 11. And Ellie is speaking with him. I did it. Full beastification. I feel so light. I can feel the wild ferocity coursing through my whole body. Is this my Choujin power? I have a feeling this is not going to, he's feeling a little too good. It does not check that he's...
Of course, this is not going to pan out well. We know this. I have read enough chapters. There only may be 6 before this, but this is not going to go well for him.
He reminds me of like the Roadrunner or some little you know.
Meep, meep.
Except the kind of Roadrunner where the pianos and stuff fall on him and not on the fox.
Yeah, Wile E. Coyote would have a field day with Tokio. Would be a very short cartoon.
All right, pages 12 and 13. He punched Nari and
he seems
completely
like
destroyed his arm.
Yes, and he flies back, and yeah, it doesn't seem to go well. Let's see. Please run, miss. Use this opportunity to run.
What is that, a rhinoceros behind her?
I think so. Reiner cameo.
Yeah.
Let's see. And then Nari's like that work, dumbass.
This art is so freaking cute. I mean, look at the
The tongue, yeah, I love it.
and just like Tokio smashing and then falling on the ground while Ellie's watching. And I guess the black stuff that is his hair. He gets full afro in his mode.
I think Ellie is gonna go back into action. She looks ready to blow smoke at Nari.
She does. Okay, so I wonder if Nari's going to change her mind and like take Ellie instead of. She wants the one with the abilities.
Out of the two, like I would kidnap Ellie. That's for damn sure.
If we were picking teams, I would pick Ellie.
It's like, who seems more useful?
All right, 14 and 15.
Boom. It didn't hurt her. Okay, so her powers are not effective. And Nari's all like I said, you're annoying.
I do really like Nari. Okay, so Tokio did something useful. He picked up Ellie.
Yeah, and looks like he's sort of flying.
I think unless he can like jump really far.
I'm not sure.
We haven't seen wings yet, but
no,
we've seen Nari change forms like 30 times now. So maybe wings will sprout later. I hope so. Okay, page 16 and 17. Definitely not flying. It was jumping.
Yeah. Why am I all floaty? I feel too light. I can't figure out how to maneuver myself. And then he's like, whoops, I dropped her.
Those bird bones.
Ellie is maybe also dealing with some broken bones. And she's still trying to blow smoke at Nari, but it's useless.
Look at Tokio in this. He's trying to get her to run. Climb on my back. She wants to keep fighting.
Yeah. But he's like, we can't win. We have to run. Okay, page 18 and 19.
You've slowed down because your arm's busted. We might have been able to scram before that happened, though. If you carry me, she's going to catch up for sure. It's because of that, my punch from earlier. If you're not going to escape on your own, then fight alongside me. Tokio says, alongside you? All right.
One of my friends told me this story about 3 arrows and how rather than 3 people, and Ellie's like, save your stories for later. We gotta fight. Less talking, more fighting.
So what should we do? They're going to get a plan. Think a little. My smoke and your punch bounced right off her. Her scales are too hard. Where is she soft? Ah, and he's remembering the inside of her mouth because he's been there.
Cue Tokio getting eaten, getting bored in 3.
Deliberately.
2. This time deliberately, yeah.
Yes. All right, page 20.
He's gonna stick Ellie down there. She's all game, judging from her expression.
She's game though. She's like, you sure come up with a frightening idea, but let's do this thing. So it looks like he's talking to her. Hey there are only 2 strikes against me, so we're still in the middle of the test. I don't know what I'm being tested for, but how about you give me my score? Getting her to open her mouth there.
Yep, and he looks like he's jumping right in.
Page 22-23.
And he dodges her?
He's going to tie her in a knot, isn't he? Or try to.
That would be funny. So yeah, he seems to be dodging her.
24-25. All right. Do it now. Broiler. He's in the mouth, wedged the mouth open.
Oh, that's funny. She still has human teeth in there. I didn't notice that.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Lol.
Broil her. Come on.
And then this is payback for getting my hopes up?
Yeah, I don't know what that's about either. So how is he supposed to survive being broiled along with her? I mean,
I'm not sure.
27.
Oh, there goes his beastification. It shatters.
So she's totally out of smoke. Wow, he literally is like made of, maybe he's covered in scales or something that keep breaking off.
I think this is just the bone from the skull thingy that's shattering. But look at Nari in her snake form, like ready to.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, ooh, tasty snack.
So Tokio's doing his job, but Ellie doesn't have anything left.
Well, I mean, Tokyo's also, shattering. So I wonder if there's something happening to their Choujin powers that they both cannot really use them anymore at the same time.
I'm guessing it's inexperience, but we'll find out, I guess.
We'll see.
Okay, let's do a prediction. We're on page 26-27. What do you think's going to happen next?
They're both going to get away, but right. I don't know how. Do you have any idea what's going to happen?
I mean, I wonder if Hoshi Sendak isn't going to show up. Or because no,
that strange woman that was with Ellie.
Right, she's not a Choujin, but surely she like radio called for help when Ellie ran off.
Maybe, or maybe she has some like anti-Choujin maneuvering gear. I don't know.
Or Azuma shows up. That would be my other, like, if he is a Choujin at this point and he shows up, that'd be pretty cool. But I think it's going to be Hoshi Sendak.
Okay, well, let's see. Let's see where we go.
All right, 28-29.
Oof. First blade, lone sword, pierced viscera.
So I believe a new Choujin has appeared.
Yeah. So someone came in to save the day, at least. That much we got correct.
I'm excited.
This looks
pierced
cool, though.
Viscera.
Yeah.
All right, page 30. Oh, that's very cool. Who is this? So he, lone sword, duplicate. This guy can just like start slinging blades, whoever this guy is. And he is just completely pulverizing Nari.
Nori's looking like a nice shish kebab here.
Mm-hmm. I wonder if Nari knows this person. I guess we're going to find out.
Maybe, yeah.
Page 32.
Return. And all the swords disappear.
Look, and now Nari, he's literally crushing her under his heel. Oh, that's cool.
You should know better. Prefecture statutes are strict about unregistered Choujin using their powers. Beastified Nari. Tsunuchi.
Okay. Otsuda must be part of Hoshi Sendak's merry band of do-gooders. So we're getting a little more world building here that there are laws about unregistered Choujins, and Nari is unregistered.
Yeah.
And for the first time, she's taking this seriously. Like, for the first time, she's...
Yeah, she ain't looking too hot.
Looking like she might be in trouble. And we have a reference to the mystery person, the arms dealer or the serum dealer. She's not going to budge on giving that information. Who is this cool guy?
Or girl. No, guy.
Page 34.
Yeah. I believe I said not to leave the institution. Don't you know how to behave when you're living somewhere for free? Casual racism. That's a local from Gaga Prefecture for you.
So Ellie's from Gaga Prefecture. That's perfect. Okay, so the person she was walking with was Momoma?
I don't know. Momoma.
Ellie, the person Ellie slipped away from was Momoma. And what's this guy's name again? Atsuda.
Otsura.
So Atsuda is part of Ellie's little crew.
Well, Hoshi-san next crew, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
And you? What does it say in small letters?
You
Bird healer?
beastified, didn't you? Where's your registration?
Kurohara, as in the kanji for black field. My first name is...
So, okay. Atsuda asked Tokio his name, and Tokio starts to give his name and is unable to say it. And I wonder if that was deliberate or if he got nervous.
I passed out, so...
So he gave the name Zaven instead of Tokio. Zaven Kurohara.
No, he said, like, he didn't want to give his first name. He said he wasn't going to say Vulture. I'm probably missing something obvious, but...
I'm not so sure.
He hears this as Zaven Kurohara. Okay.
Page 36, 37. Thank you, Zaven Kurohara. You're a good fella. I love Ellie. And here we're getting a look at Hoshi Sendak's camp.
I'm guessing. Yeah, his training institute, school.
Mm-hmm. So are you getting like X-Men or My Hero Academia vibes now?
More My Hero Academia.
Page 38, 39.
Oh my god, that panel is amazing on page 38. Where he just wakes up screaming all stressed out, "School! Where am I? Awake, are we? Looks like the best doll did the trick. I'm sure that's a medicine.
So that must be the medication that transformed him back.
Do you like apples?
That character, I cannot imagine ever liking his character style.
I mean, that's
These are going to be famous last words, right? If I end up loving Hoshi Sendak, we'll remember, like, and you're going to pull receipts on me. Remember in chapter 7 that I said I will never, ever like this person's character style.
I mean, he's just... he looks buff but fat at the same time.
Oh, it's just terrible.
Yeah.
Where's my eye candy? Where's my adult eye candy?
Yeah, we're not getting any of that here, I'm afraid.
All right, page 4041. Apples are great. They have plenty of vitamin C, and they're the thing when you're tuckered out. Well, how do these people... I wonder if this is the translator. All of this, tuckered out and just real familiar way of talking. Don't worry, we gave you a serum. The venom won't kill you. Be careful you busted your arm. You misjudged your output. Didn't get the balance right. Very common for first time in beastified form. I'm Hoshi Sendak. I'm an instructor at Yamato Mori.
I'm a Choujin too.
Okay. Only a few pages left. This is it, the end. It was the sweetest apple I ever had. And look at Ellie peeking around the corner at him.
Yeah. Yeah, she likes him. And
do you think she has a crush on him?
No, I think she's like seeing that he's a guy who's capable of doing good. Just needs a little push. And Tokio is finally getting some positive reinforcement for once.
So Tokio did manage to beastify, but still was not able to control his form. Nope. So we have a new player, the Atsuda.
I'm going to call him, the Sword Choujin.
The Sword Choujin. Trying to decide what his character style reminds me of.
A train conductor?
Something like that. And I'm guessing they've taken Nari into custody.
Maybe a little bit Roy Mustang.
Like a baby Roy Mustang, though.
Yeah, that's for sure.
All right, let's take a peek at Reddit. Here we go. So the first comment, apparently there's a lot of discussion over the fact that the translators have not been consistent talking about poison versus toxins, venom.
Yeah, a little nitpicky, but...
Well, probably an indication that there's not the same translator every week.
Maybe, which would make sense. Tokyo was probably about to say the venom. Because
Okay.
he couldn't move anymore, because that's why he collapsed, of course.
So it had nothing to do with not being able to say his first name. It was the
No.
effects of the venom killing him off. Okay, okay. And it ended up being working as a joke. Thank you. How do you pronounce that?
Nietzsche_esque.
Okay. Thank you, Nietzsche_esque. So he's going to be nicknamed Zaven from now on. I think so too. That was from Nikoi.
Official Gami says, excited to see more of the sword Choujin. Wonder what Azuma is up to. We've seen him in flashbacks more than anything. Exactly. Exactly. What is that boy up to? What's he doing? Well, actually, at this point, I don't really care anymore. I need some positive reinforcement for Tokyo only. I don't want him to cling on to Azuma.
I like Mr. Blue's comment that it's, the fact that he wanted to broil her from the inside is like really dark. And, this could go dark places, even though he's coming across as kind of cowardly and weak and obsessed with Azuma. The fact that his first inclination is to broil her from the inside and possibly get broiled with her.
We need to get Renan in on this.
I know.
I need to know how birds usually fight and what we can expect for Tokyo.
The sword guy's entrance was super cool. And it reminds me of, like, obviously the Attack on Titan reference again, like Levi when he shows up in Trost and the wings and the cape, just the whole showing up, saving the day at the last minute. I am relieved that Tokyo has his face back.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Didn't even consider that, honestly.
Tony, Corey is feeling a little sympathy for Azuma because now Tokyo is going to have a support network, but Azuma is going to be alone. But Azuma's been such a jerk. Like,
I know. Like, what do you mean he's been alone? He wants it. That's how he wants it. And probably, like I said, he's always been a Choujin and has been reaping the benefits while keeping that on their wraps. So I have little sympathy for Azuma at this point. Let's see.
Bread Roll Rolls Bread says, loved it. So far, the series certainly is not perfect, but I'm very much enjoying each new chapter as it comes out. I like how over the course of 7 chapters, we've already been shown so much. Different Choujins, organizations, rules. So early in the series, it's pretty impressive. Also, this series feels like a positive spin on the plot for Tokyo Ghoul. The difference between the ghouls and the Choujins is that the ghouls are pretty much forced to be villains, but Choujins have a choice, just like everyone else in the world. It's an interesting idea. I'm enjoying it quite a bit. Are you enjoying it quite a bit, Luna?
Yeah, so far.
Yeah.
So I'm enjoying it more than in the beginning when it was still kind of all over the place. Like, it's finding its stride a little bit.
Well, it looks like the reaction is positive, so.
Yeah. Still not like a really big following yet, but I hope it will garner some traction.
All right.
So I'm guessing chapter 8 is coming soon-ish, but this was a rather long chapter, so hence why we are doing this one on its own. So yeah, if it's a longer chapter, we'll do it on its own. If it's a short chapter, we'll probably group it together with the next one. Our next Choujin X podcast might just be chapter 8. It might be chapter 8 and 9.
But before that, we're going to go ahead and do our final until the anime. Anyway, our next episode will be our AMA that we've been gathering questions for, and we're going to kind of like wrap up things with Attack on Titan until the anime begins. Oh, and that is we have Attack on Titan news.
We do?
We have a date for the anime.
Yeah, we do. It's coming out in what was January 2022?
Yeah.
A couple months, and then the beginning of the end.
Are you still excited for it?
Not really.
I am.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
wonder. Well, yeah, you have something good to look forward to with Levi, at least.
Well, yeah.
I mean, like for a lot of, I mean, it just, yeah, like my interest in the series completely deflated.
You get to see Colt and
I get to see
Porco die.
Reiner, get to see
I get to
Reiner
see Hanji
be,
flambéed.
yeah. Fun times, fun times. The only episode I'm really interested in is like the final episode.
To see if they make any changes. Yeah.
Yeah, and see what they do. Because we still got that scene at the end of last season, you know, with the kids that haven't seen in the manga yet. And we think it's part of like the new fascist regime on Paradi. But
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if they'll do something else with it. It will be interesting at least.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't mind if they make any changes or expand a little bit on other things. But I mean, the overall ending will be the same nonetheless. So
Yeah. We get new music. I mean, there's a lot to look forward to.
there, of course. I mean, I was hoping that I could go to Japan and go to like the Sweets Cafe or whatever, and just like get into like do all the fun things that I wasn't able to do when I was still very much in love with the series. Like you did, you know, you went to like all the themed anime cafes
I
and.
did.
But yeah, who knows with COVID restrictions and everything.
Let's hope.
Let's hope. Oh, which brings me to next month.
That's right. You might be here in the States.
I might be, but not anywhere near Momtaku, unfortunately. So we'll probably not be recording a podcast for the first half of October. So if chapter 8 is short and 9 comes out around that time, then yeah, it might be a longer wait for the next Choujin X podcast. But if that's it, that is if I'm able to come, because right now you guys are still not letting me in. So I might be in the US, I might not be. Depends on Joe. Joe, if you're listening, let me in. Sure, you don't have more important matters to tend to at the moment.
Nothing going on to worry about. Exactly.
Nah.
Not that it's in shambles. I really hope you get to come.
I hope so too. I hope so too. Anything else before we wrap up?
Don't think so.
Any other series on our radar for now?
What have I done the last few weeks? I've just been working. I'm starting to read JoJo, but like I'm picking up with oh my gosh, what's the name? What I know there's like all the different JoJos, but the race across like the Western one where they're going to race across the United States. I guess it's like the seventh JoJo thing. I don't know. I have no idea.
I don't know what the JoJo is. I didn't even know there were different JoJos.
That's all I know about JoJo is that like it's a reincarnation. I don't even know that that's accurate, but my peripheral of, being an anime manga person for the last ever how many years, and JoJo, there being a JoJo reference for literally everything that ever happens. The only thing I know for a fact about JoJo is that like the Joestar family, there is a JoJo every, I don't know, there's been like 8 of them now or something, and they're always a little bit different, and they go on journeys, and yeah, something like that. Like that is peripherally I've never like Googled it, or I do have a JoJo figure, which is like fabulous. I don't even know which Joestar it is, but he's kind of like black hair, suit, hip jut out, doing like the cool pose, just very beautiful. So yeah, so I'm excited about that. But I think I got maybe 4 chapters in and got busy with work. So, but it is open in a tab, never to be closed until I finish it. So maybe I'll become like a JoJo fan. I don't know. We'll see. I'll get a lot more of the references that go around.
I bet. But nothing that we have both been enjoying, at least for now. Just Choujin X. So before we sign off, we have to thank our patrons as always. So thank you to Taryn, Simon M., Silarana, Demonic Jesus, Linda Wynn, Aaron will win in Chapter 140, Aaron BDE Smith, and Flock Forrester is the best character in the manga. Thank you, guys. I don't know if you're checking your accounts, your bank accounts, and are realizing that you're still our patron, but thank you.
I know, I feel bad at this point. In other Attack on Titan news, apparently the next chapter of AOTNR is going to be dropping soon, so maybe Aaron really will win well, he's certainly win in this chapter. All right. Well, thanks as always for listening.
Yeah, thanks for listening. And who knows, maybe until next month. But see you in Chapter 8 at least. Bye.
Bye.